top of the morning. I hope everybody's having a fabulous start to your day today. So, I was getting on this morning because as I'm getting ready for work, I can remember, it's over a year ago, and, gosh, like, now thinking about it is crazy to think that that much time has gone by, and going on to 2 years, and I can remember when it was like one of the first weeks I decided that I was like gonna get divorced. Like, for sure it's happening. I'm gonna do it. And again, guys, I didn't wake up and say I'm getting divorced today. No, that wasn't my story. That wasn't my thing. I kept waiting. I kept waiting and thinking one day I'm just gonna wake up and I'm gonna know. I'm doing it. I'm just gonna know. And that didn't really happen to me. It was just kind of like a string of events that led up to it till I finally just said it. And then in my mind, there was no going back. I'm saying it, I'm doing it, and there was no going back. And some days I was like really, really brave and like, I got this. And then other days I was falling apart. And this morning I was listening to some music, and sometimes when you put on those sad country songs, emotions and things come back to you. It just happens. I don't know if it happens to you, but it happens to me. So I'm sitting here and I was putting my makeup on and thinking about the day that I was getting ready for work, and I couldn't handle life. Like, I was literally, this is probably the worst angle too. You guys know that I'm friends with you and that close with you for me to even be allowing this to happen right now. I'm just putting that out there. Anyways, I'm getting ready for work and I'm putting my makeup on and I'm just bawling. Like, I cannot keep it together. I don't even know why I was attempting to put makeup on. Literally, I have no idea why, but I was just losing my mind. And I thought my life was over. Like, I couldn't go to work. I couldn't, I just felt like I couldn't breathe. What was I doing? I needed to start backpedaling in my brain. I mean, there's those days you woke up and, you just wondered, well, how did I get here? How did life get here for me, And I would wake up every morning and immediately it was like I'd go to bed and all I could think about was what was happening and this whole process. And I was so depressed and so sad. And it took me a really long time because my ex-husband was just down the hall in another room for months. We were separated, but still living in the same house. And when you slept next to someone for so long, no matter how much anger or hatred or whatever it is that you're feeling, sometimes you get so lonely and so sad and it hurts so bad that you'll do anything to make it stop, just for a minute. So if that meant to go down the hall and ask them to sleep in bed with you, just next to you, just to feel that person next to you so you could go to bed and relax and wake up, And in the beginning, I did that once or twice, and then I'd wake up regretting those situations. So I can remember laying in bed and feeling like, you can do this, you can do it. I started this board. I had somebody ask me, one time when I was sitting in my bathtub, because I do that often, because it doesn't work, by the way. So I have this bathtub, and I have these jets in it, and the jets leak, so I can't use the tub. So I just hide in there from my family, sit in it. Anyways, I have this board, and it's written, I put all kinds of little notes on it. I would put little prayers for myself on it, things to encourage myself, and I would write them and pin them up all on this board. So when I woke up in the morning, I would see the board hanging on the wall in hopes that one day when I woke up and I saw the positive stuff hanging, then I could wake up in a positive space and let my head go to a positive place. And it took me a really long time to get there, okay? Because I used to wake up and there was a picture of my husband and I on that wall. And I would stare at that every morning until I would cry instantly. So I would have to take that down. I took that down and I put this board up because I'm like, I need to do something for me. I need to stop thinking about the situation as a whole. I can't. It was too overwhelming. It was too much. So I just had to start thinking about me and what I needed to get through my day. And so I put something positive up on the wall, because I can remember going to bed and then feeling miserable till I finally fell asleep, and then I'd wake up and it would be right back there again. And I'd be there all day. All day I'd be there in that place. And that went on for a really long time. And it didn't matter what friends said or family said, because these are friends and family who have never been through this situation before, or if they had, their situation wasn't exactly like mine. It It didn't matter. You know, nobody could pinpoint exactly how I felt. And so I didn't want to hear what anybody else had to say. So anyways, as I'm putting my makeup on this morning, I'm thinking about those times and those moments where life had to keep going. Work still needed me. My kids still needed me. Everything still needs me. And I'm supposed to put on this happy face and keep going like nothing's wrong, right? Like it's like the world is what it is. Everybody expects the same from you, no matter if your level isn't at the same quality at that time. They still expect that from you no matter what. You know, and it's so hard because we put that pressure on ourselves. It's either we can't do it and we want to give up, or we're all in, right? And that squishy place right there in the middle sometimes is really hard to juggle, and that's normal. That is totally normal, okay? So many of us have to put our masks on and just get through our day, and we don't always have to do it with a smile on our face. We've talked about that so many times, okay? We understand that there is life outside of going to work, and there is life outside of just your children, or, you know, whatever you have going on. There's more things going on in life that people, not everybody, society just doesn't understand, okay? Society doesn't sit around and wait for you to get over it. They just expect you to get over it, okay? But just know that there are other people out there going through the same thing you're doing. So if you woke up this morning and you cried your makeup off already, know that I was there, and I still have those days sometimes, okay? I still turn on Pandora when I'm getting ready, and if there is a sad country song that just brings back those emotions, because those emotions are still there. I'm learning how to cope with them and deal with them, but it's been, gosh, almost 2 years, and and it's still hard. You know, we've talked about that a lot. But I just want, you know, I just so desperately want you to know, if you were that one crying your makeup off this morning, or whatever it was, crying yourself in the shower, because that's a really good place. I do that often. I cry in the shower, because it's just time to yourself. You can wash the tears away and get out and be a whole new you. So anyways, I just encourage for everybody today just to know deep down inside, just to remind yourself, as you're hurting, as you're feeling those feelings, you are not the only one. There is somebody else right now, right in this moment, going through what you're going through. You're not crazy, okay? And you're totally normal. And it's fine. Again, this is a horrible, I'm not ever doing a video like this again. This is, you know, we're best friends if all of this is happening. Okay, this has been a 7-minute video, so I'm going to get off. I'll talk to you guys so soon. I hope you have a fabulous day. I miss you.